Hello everyone, we're finally officially over Saturday night main event, one of the first in December of 2024. It was a pretty interesting, fun show. I thought it was a pretty decent show from start to finish. I did enjoy my time. I felt like there was a bit of issues, but overall, it was a great experience of watching Saturday night's main event. But before we get to my thoughts and review over Saturday night's main event of 2024, remember to hit that like and subscribe button, because if you like content like this, we got way more wrestling content on the way, so stay tuned for what I got. But before we get into the whole match card, I feel like one of the biggest issues, which I hopefully maybe they can fix in the next Saturday night main event, because we got multiple more coming throughout the year, is maybe either figure out less matches, maybe do 4 matches, or maybe get an extra hour, because it was just a lot of matches. I felt like could have went to the 3rd or 4th gear, couldn't never really get there, or they had to rush the momentum of a match as they get to the ending point, or just rushing spots, or it's just like you could see the wrestlers rushing their entrance because they don't have that time to really get in their entrance and they're rushing down to the ring. But overall, I still enjoyed my time watching Saturday night's main event. But for our first match of the night, we have Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn. Of course, these two are always gonna deliver a great match like they always do. Still feel like this match could have happened on Monday Night Raw, but overall, it was still a pretty good match between two great talents of Drew and Sami, and they're always gonna deliver. But overall, I still think, though, I thought it was a pretty smart way, which a lot of people don't do in wrestling, is Drew takes Sami out to the ring, he comes back in the ring and runs back at Sami, getting back in the ring, hits the Claymore, and makes Sami, pin Sami 1, 2, 3, and I just kind of love that the heel type of Drew McIntyre is smiling, taking advantage, tricking his opponents. Like, it's been very great. To me, I still feel like this could happen on Raw, but I still very enjoyed it. It was still a very fun match to watch to begin with. I could always watch these two wrestle all the time. Bloodline Bounty Hunter Drew picks up a win. He says there's 1 down, 4 to go. So things are going to get very interesting to see who McIntyre does next with the original Bloodline. Then we get into Io Sky versus Liv Morgan for the women's title. Not gonna lie, I'm very happy with this match. I think it's probably one of the best matches of the night. I definitely think I'm happy that these women at least got some time. There was no interferences. They got time to actually have a match. Because I feel like how Liv was been booked with Rhea and Rhea been booked with Liv hasn't been that good. But for both of them to finally get their own time to actually have a feud, actually have a match, it's been so great, because these two, I feel like this could have been really what Liv needed in the beginning of her title reign. Not stuck in this vortex of Judgment Day Rhea stuff. This is what she's been needing in her title reign, because I feel like they could have won another 5 to 10 minutes, because they were gelling really well together in that match and putting on probably one of the best matches of the night and probably one of the best matches in Liv Morgan's whole title reign. I thought it was great, and surprisingly, I don't even know how Liv Morgan survived. I thought Io Sky, even though I wanted her to win, I'm surprised Io Sky didn't actually break her nose when she kneed Liv Morgan in the face. But they were a champ. I thought both women went really well, and like I was saying, only with the issues with time, I feel like they could have won another 5 to 10 minutes to make the match even better. And then my only issue with it is that Liv Morgan won clean. Don't get me wrong, I think Liv needed a big win to get clean, a big clean win. She's probably gonna end up losing it to Rhea on Netflix or WrestleMania or something. She needs that big win, but I feel like she should have been getting this in the beginning of her title reign, just because it's like, one, it's Io Sky, you promote her as the best wrestler in the world and all this. I'm like, I can't really believe Liv as this big thing to go up against Rhea when Rhea has literally been beating the crap out of her for months, taking out whole Judgment Day, taking out Raquel and Liv. I'm like, look, you see how am I supposed to really enjoy this big win for Liv when they barely book Liv with Io in this whole feud, making Io basically a secondary person to the Rhea versus Liv feud, which Sky should never be a secondary person to nobody. Io Sky is the best. But overall, I still think Liv needed that. I think she needed that win, that momentum. I'm happy for her to finally get that big clean win, but I'm still overall just happy that the women got time. Then we get into the triple threat match: Damian Priest, Finn Balor versus the World Heavyweight Champion Gunther. And this match wasn't a bad match. I thought it was a pretty good match. I thought the first half was really kind of dragging and getting the momentums going, and then when it went to commercial and came back, I thought that's where we were really cooking, all going really well, and you were really oh my god, are they really about to make Finn Balor actually win? There was moments where you thought Finn Balor was actually about to win when he tried to capitalize with a coup de grace, take the pin on Damian Priest, doing this, that, and the together. But and Gunther just being a boss like he is, powerlifting Damian Priest, slamming him on the steel steps for a powerbomb, and then Gunther unloading all his finishers on Finn Balor and pinning him, being Finn Balor. To me, it was an overall good, hard-hitting match. I felt like, of course, I'm just hoping that Gunther is away from the Judgment Day Vortex, because he does not need to be in this match. Gunther needs to start making his own feuds, have his own feuds for titles. There's multiple people that we want to see Gunther feud with, and I'm guessing they're going to try to drag this Damian Finn stuff all the way up to WrestleMania, because where do you really go from here? Because Finn Balor was doing all that talk, but still loses. It's kind of confusing where they go, and then with Damian, it's just all over the place. But I still feel like the right winner won. I feel like Gunther was the right person to win this match, just because his reign really needs we need that next feud to really start picking this up, and I don't feel like Finn Balor should be winning this anytime soon, even though I would love Finn Balor to be champion one day. It's just not his time. This was the one match that was really dealing with time issues for it, with the whole time constraints and everything, but overall, Damian Priest versus Finn Balor versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship was still a pretty alright, fun match to watch. Then we get into probably one of my favorite matches of the night. That was Michin versus Chelsea Green to make your first inaugural U.S. Women's Champion. And to me, I probably think this is probably not the best of Chelsea versus Michin matches. I definitely think, probably because it's because of the time constraints, I don't know, but overall they've had better matches in the past, so I feel like this was a great match. And also too, we were winning as wrestling fans, because not a lot of times in feuds or in wrestling in general, you get it where you find with person A winning, you find with person B winning, and they both make complete sense. Like, you may favor one other person than the other. Both women, both had Michin and Chelsea, both had valid reasons to win this title, and it ended up being Chelsea Green, and I feel like this match was perfect. Just, you were on your seat, you didn't know who was gonna win. This moment, I thought Michin was about to win, you thought moment Chelsea was about to win it, and then I thought, kind of having, also too, I don't know what the whole deal with Piper was, because I thought Piper was gonna be a later half in the match of trying to interfere, but in the beginning, they threw it right off the bat of Piper being, maybe just because of the time issues, and then her, but it's kind of more of, Piper being involved, where Michin had constantly deal with her, that Chelsea ends up taking advantage. Pretty cool, like, somersault, pretty her over Michin, jumping over it in the somersault, and then hitting on Pretty, getting the 1, 2, 3, and is United States Women's Champion. I thought that was an amazing sequence to get to there. And now this is so great. One, I feel like for Michin, this is going to drive her even further. You'll be getting the championship again off of Chelsea at WrestleMania. Gives Chelsea some interesting feuds. Plus, Chelsea has been working her butt off, just like Michin, working super, and finally got her moment to be a champion that she rightfully deserved, because we thought she could have won this, she could have won Money in the Bank. All these a moment that we really wanted her to be a champion. But now Chelsea Green is your inaugural United States Women's Champion, and I cannot believe, even more happy for her, because she deserves this. And I'm so happy to see what they do with Chelsea Green as champion, because I'm so excited to see what they do next. And I'm so happy for Michin and Chelsea to have this history-making moment for the women, and they got to be a part of that, and I can't wait to see what's next for both women. Then we get into our main event, and that is Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens for the undisputed WWE Championship. And of course, Cody Rhodes had to come out with the beautiful winged eagle belt, and I'm telling you, man, that belt looked beautiful on Cody Rhodes. I don't know why, but it just fits him so good. Maybe I wish they would have maybe make like a new type of version of it, like with the WWE belt and that, like how they did with the World Heavyweight Championship and the tag titles. But I digress. Overall, for me, I thought this match pretty enjoyable match. I wish they could have had more time as well. I thought it was pretty enjoyable, because we know Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes are gonna deliver a pretty good match between the two. We saw the Bash in Berlin match, and I thought it was pretty interesting how the match flowed. Even Cody Rhodes hitting surprised RKO out of nowhere, Kevin Owens even hitting like a Randy Orton spot and waving to Randy Orton on the camera, and then also too having these crazy ref bumps, because Kevin Owens knows Cody Rhodes, so Cody Rhodes are trying to hit these certain, Kevin Owens pushes Cody Rhodes, ends up hitting the ref. You see Kevin Owens hit the stunner, and would have gotten, he was, pinning Cody Rhodes and would have gotten the win, but the ref was knocked down. And then Cody Rhodes later in the match tries to hit a disaster kick, and it ends up landing on the ref. And so it takes out the ref, and then of course Kevin Owens tries to get a chair. Cody Rhodes actually uses the chair on Kevin Owens to get the pin. Some people be like, oh, he's cheating, he's being a heel, what is he doing? He's a heel, yada. You could say that. But you gotta remember, Cody Rhodes said on a promo was saying that if you're willing to stoop to that level, whatever, to cross that line or do whatever, I will go that same way. way with you. Like, so he was saying basically, like, if you really willing to cheat, I'll cheat too. Also too, this can also lead into the story with Kevin Owens and really rile him up more for the blood feud, because he used to cheat. He can be like, Kevin Owens even know he brought the chair, and Kevin Owens can be like, you cheated, you used the chair, you knocking down the ref, I had you beat, I would have won. And that can really bring more into the feud. Plus, two, the show was over. Kevin Owens hit him with a package pile driver, sent this man out on a stretcher, even took his title. And I even had Triple H coming out there pushing and shoving him. And I think that'd be a pretty interesting story. Kevin Owens now holding on to the Wing Eagle, being like, nah, I won it. This is my title. I'm the champion. You ain't no champion. I won this fair and square. You cheated. You did that. And makes this blood feud even way more interesting, even more exciting for what they are possibly going to do next with this story. I thought overall Kevin Owens vs Cody Rhodes for the Undisputed WWE Championship was still a pretty fun, solid match. And overall for Saturday night's main event, I enjoyed my time. I thought it was still fun, even though, yeah, people might be complaining, oh, it's a house show, no shocking returns, this, that, and the other. I enjoyed my time. Even though nothing crazy happened, I feel like there's some things we still gotta fix to make the next ones better. I still enjoyed my time. It was still a lot of fun, and I enjoyed majority of all the matches. So let me know down in the comments, what was your favorite match of the night for Saturday night's main event? Hit that like and subscribe button. We have to wait and see what matches and what feuds are we going to be leading into for Raw on Netflix. But for now, that's all for me, and now y'all can go. Bye bye.